Good morning. It's conference championship time here. We're out at KCIC on the west side, the old open air. They've kind of enclosed it. It's a little warmer, especially for this February morning. JV quarterfinals. It'll be the Knights versus the St. Joe Griffins. Varsity coming up later this evening, 7:30, I believe, is puck drop for the varsity games.
How many seats you need here? You good?
I'm good. It's win or go home. Quarterfinals, the number 4 seed versus the number 5 seed. I believe regular season they tied too, so I'm expecting a pretty even, close matchup. Sullivan in goal for the Griffins. Not sure if it'll be Smith or Long for the Knights. JV2 action taking on the Saints later this evening, with the winner getting Wichita, the number 1 seed. Trying to balance around this pole here, so it'll be a little tough to get down into the corners. A little more, you can slide down a little bit.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Basically fireworks. Fire.
Trent Smith will be starting in net for the Knights. Knights are going to bring out Neal, Zwellenberg, and Dunlap to get this line started. Graham and Brown on the defense. Sullivan to our right, Smith to our left. And we're underway. Down into the Knight zone. Now Graham will get it over to Dunlap. Dunlap will get it up to Neal. He'll race up the right-hand side, puts on the brakes, sends it across the ice. That's stolen by the Griffins. Nice back check by Neal, lifts the stick. Puck goes down into the Knight zone. Grabbed by Graham, goes straight to the Griffins, centered up front, goes past everyone down into the near side. Now here comes Neal. He'll get a touch pass out to Zwellenberg. Stolen by the Griffins, and back the other way they go. That goes down into the Knight zone to Graham. Graham will send it off the boards, trying to get it to Dunlap. Now to come out to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg brings it up the right-hand side, pulls back to his forehand. He'll take a shot wide of the net of Sullivan. In comes Smith, in comes Goins. Griffins tried to clear it. Morrison's going to hold it in right at the blue line. Down into the corner, round the back of Sullivan. Here comes Ritchie up the left-hand side. He'll send it out in the neutral zone. This will be grabbed by Drill. Drill will send it over, bounces off the walls over towards Smith. Smith will chip it down into the Griffin zone, right over to Larson. Little body check right there in the middle, loose puck. Griffins will clear it. We're going to get an icing. They'll blow it dead. Face-off will come back to the Griffin zone. Just underway, 11:36 remaining in the first. No score. Larson wins it over to the side. Now loose puck tipped down, grabbed by the Griffins. Bounces a pass right off their own teammate. Skate down into the corner. That'll come up near side. Griffins tried to send it out of the zone. Drill will take it. He'll take a shot. Sullivan with a save. Right to Larson. Larson in the middle of the zone. He'll leave it for Drill. Drill will send another one. That goes wide of Sullivan. Up the right-hand side. This will be grabbed by Ritchie. Tucker will dump it down into the night zone. Around the back of the net. Off into the near corner. Loose back behind the net, big body checks there. That'll be Drill coming away with it. He'll try to get it out to Smith, just past the stick, and we'll get an icing on that. Face-off will come back to the night zone. 10:50 remaining in the first, no score. Zwellenberg, Neal, Dunlap check back in. Brown and Graham back in on the defense. Face-off cleared out near side. That'll come out to neutral ice. Dunlap will chase after. Battle for the puck comes right to Neal. Neal pulls back to the middle. Back check by the Griffins. Down into the corner it goes. They'll try to clear it up. This is Dunlap. Now here comes Danbury up the left-hand side. Has it poked away. Now Brown will race back for it into the corner. He'll wrap it around the boards trying to get it to Neal. Neal will touch pass trying to get it back to Brown. Backhanded right up front, saved by Smith, cleared by the Knights. Grabbed by the Griffins right in the middle of the ice. Danbury again pulls back, poked away by Dunlap, but comes right back to the Griffins. They'll take a shot wide right of the net. Goes off to the far side. Neal will try to clear it up the boards. Held in there by the Griffins. They'll battle for it. Now it's cleared out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by the Griffins. Into the night zone. They'll take a shot wide left of the net. Comes to Brown. Brown will slap it hard. Takes an odd bounce off the boards. Comes right back into the night zone. Now pops out. Here's Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg up the right. He's got Neal to the left. 2-on-2. Zwellenberg to the middle. He'll take a shot. Sullivan with a glove save. They'll blow that one dead. Face-off will be in the Griffin zone with 9:35 remaining in the first. Ritchie and Chikini step in. Face-off comes back to Kassler. He'll dump it down low. Honan battling for it. Up against the wall. Now to Smith. Cleared out to Tabor up the left-hand side. He'll go right around. Kassler skates in, takes a shot. Deflected, goes up high into the air. Still loose right up front. Now wrapped around the far boards. Held in by the Griffins. Comes back around near corner. Now pops it up to Smith. Smith will get it to Chikini. Poked away by Sullivan momentarily. Now Chikini will backhand it down into the Griffin zone. Stays in now, grabbed by Sullivan for the Griffins. Right-hand side, sauces it up in the air. Goes right to Ullery. Ullery backhanded, can't get it cleared. Dumped down back behind Smith. Kassler will grab it behind the net. Up around the boards, trying to get it to Honan. Chikini will backhand it into the neutral zone. Grabbed by the Griffins. Looking for a cross-ice pass. Here comes Griffins. Backhands it over to Kassler in the night zone. Has it deflected. Goes back behind the net. This will be Ullery. Olery to Austin, loses the puck, grabbed by the Griffins. Peels back, sends one back behind the net, goes off into the far side. That'll be Olery getting it cleared out to Austin. Austin will bring it into the Griffin zone. Sullivan will jump on top of it. They'll blow it dead. Face off in the Griffin zone. 7:56 remain the first. No score. Prather goes off to the left. Dunlap will come in for Austin. Prather goes out. Neal will go to left wing. Zwellenberg steps into center. Drill and Morrison on the defense. Zwellenberg wins it off in the corner. Grabbed by the Griffins. Cleared up the boards, but grabbed by Zwellenberg. Loses it in the middle. Nice job by Mo as he pokes at it. Sends it down low. Dunlap will go chase after this one. Sends it up the boards right back to Mo. Sends it up front. Neal with a slap at it. Goes off into the corner. Now it's popped up. Grabbed by Drill at the blue line. Comes out to neutral.
Go, go, go!
Stolen by the Griffins. Now Mo will slap it back into the neutral zone, just out in front of Neal. And dump back down into the night zone. Chasing after. They'll blow this one dead for icing. Faceoff will come back to the Griffin zone. 7:22 remaining the first. What's up, Lance? Faceoff comes back to Zwellenberg, whiffs on that wrister. Now grabbed by the Griffins. They'll bring it up the right-hand side. Ends Brown, ends Graham. Graham will send him wide around Graham, down behind the net. Tries to center it up front. Poked away there by Zwellenberg. Held on by Tabor for the Griffins. He'll take it far side. Slaps one off of Neal's shin guards. Now dumps it back behind the net. This will be Brown down in the corner. Backhands it far side. Goes off to Graham. Graham will touch it over to Neal. Neal tried to touch it to Zwellenberg. Stolen by the Griffins. Slapped back down low. Off into the corner. Back behind the net. Now Graham will work it. Slaps it off the boards. Griffins try to hold it in. Neal can't get to it. Now Graham will send it one more time to Neal. He'll backhand it to the neutral zone. Tied up right up against the wall. Comes over near side. Griffins will skate over for this one. Smith chases after it. Griffins dump it behind the net. Now Graham will send one up the far side. This will be Goins. Goins will touch it to Larson. Gets squeezed. Ref holds it in for the Knights. Now the Griffins clear it out in the neutral zone. This will come to Smith. Smith gets checked as he sends one, and that goes right to Sullivan. Gloves that one, blown dead. Face-off will be in the Griffin zone. 6:03 remaining in the first. Faceoff comes out, poked at by the Griffins. Smith holds it in down into the corner, but grabbed by the Griffins. Another poke check by Smith. Sullivan will bring it out. That goes far side. Griffins up the right-hand side. Loses the puck. Mo will try to send it up the boards. That'll come out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Ritchie. Tucker Ritchie has a poke checked away by Smith momentarily. Now off to the far side. Griffins have it poke checked away there by Mo. Now dumped down low. This will be Drill back behind the net. Puts on the brakes. Comes out the far side. Now looks for that cross-ice pass there. Stolen by the Griffins. They take a shot right over the blocker of Smith. Centered up front. Now it's going to trickle out in the neutral zone. We'll have a foot race for the puck. Bauer will get there easily for the Griffins. We've got a delayed penalty on the Knights. Sullivan will head to the bench. Honan will touch it up. And this is going to be on Larson. So the first power play of the game goes to St. Joe. Ooh, and they're going to give him a 10-2. That was a misconduct. I didn't see what the call was. I just saw the hands go to the waist, so... Neal will check in. He'll take the face off. Prather's in there along with Drill and Morrison. 2-10 for Larson. Face-off won by the Griffins. They'll try to center it up front. Now stolen by Prather. Prather will kick it out into the neutral zone. Grab by Sullivan for the Griffins. He'll wheel around, gets ahead of steam. Poked away there by Neal momentarily. Stops that. Grab by the Griffins. Up the left-hand side brings Tabor. He'll look to cross ice. Over to the far side. Neal's right there. Dumped down behind the net. Mo will chase after this one. Off into the far corner. Pulls it back. Can't get it cleared. Oh, almost got it out. Held in by the Griffins. Ritchie will send it far side over to down into the right corner. They'll look to center it up front. That's cleared out there by Mo. Comes over near side. Prather's right there. Loose puck. Drill can't get it cleared out. Griffins holding it in. Now it'll come out in the neutral zone. Griffins will have to regroup and get back on side. Cross ice pass over here to Ritchie. Neal's right there. They'll send it up the left. Deflected by Neal. Right back to Ritchie. Squeezed in the middle. Now cleared by the Knights. That'll go all the way down to Sullivan back behind the net. He'll touch this one up. Knights will get a line change. And wheeling around the left-hand side. Head of steam. Here comes Tabor. And we're going to get an offsides. Tabor peeled back to the right. They thought he was going straight into the zone, and they get an offsides call. That'll bring it back out to neutral for a face-off. Smith, Chikine, Graham, and Brown in here for this face-off. 43 seconds remaining on the Griffins power play. Cleared down into the Griffin zone off the face-off. Right back to Sullivan. He'll touch it up and leave it for Sullivan. Poke check by Smith. He'll get the steal down there all by himself. Now waiting on some of his teammates. Tries to clear it. Comes right to Chikine. Chikine kick it back. A quick shot by Smith. Goes wide of the net. Smith holds it in, gets a steal, chips it around the boards. Big body check. Down goes Smith. Down goes Sullivan for the Griffins. Now Ritchie will bring it up the left-hand side. Graham will try to slow that up. Right to Chikine. Now off into the far corner. Chikine with a big body check. Puck goes around. That'll come to Graham. Graham will chip it off the boards. Held in by the Griffins. Now cleared by the Knights. All the way down into, and we're going to get an icing as the Knights were back to full strength. In comes Wellenberg. So face-off will come all the way down into the Knight zone. Let's see, we got Zwellenberg, Neal. Dunlap will come back in. Drill and Mo on the defense. Wellenberg sends it into the corner, cleared out by the Knights. That's tipped down into the... Sullivan comes out, gets it cleared out as Neal was racing for the puck. Sullivan got there first, now pops out right to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will go off right, cleared out. Near side comes right to Dunlap, shoots, quick glove save by Sullivan. They'll blow a dead face-off in the Griffin zone with 2:41 remaining in the first. Nice one-timer there by Dunlap. Sullivan with the quick glove to keep it out of the net. Face-off won by Zwellenberg over to Neal in the corner. He'll pull back to his forehand. Now he has that pullback poked away by the Griffins right to Mo. He'll take a shot right over the glove of Sullivan. Comes over near side. This will be grabbed by Zwellenberg. Sends it down low to Dunlap. Back behind the net. Centers it up front. Trickles over to Drill. Now grabbed by Zwellenberg. Peels back towards the middle. Takes a shot. Sullivan with the save. Goes to Neal. Neal will send it up to Zwellenberg. He'll bring it across ice trying to go to Dunlap. Passed him off into the near corner. Dunlap will chase after. Poked out by the Griffins. Now a race for the puck. And we're going to get an icing. Face-off will be in the Griffin zone. 1:58 remaining in the first. Honan, Prather, Austin will check in on the forward line. Brown and Graham on the defense. Won by the Griffins down into the corner. This will be Sullivan. Puts on the brakes back behind his brother Sullivan. Chipped up the boards. Graham will hold it in. Sends it right in front. Grabbed by the Griffins. Cleared out into the neutral zone. Brown will step up, can't dump it down in lower. Now he'll get it right to Honan. Honan will bring it in. She'll take a shot, deflected up front by the Griffins. Chipped off the boards, back out into neutralized to Graham. Delayed offsides, dumped into the Griffin zone. Now Sullivan will bring it around Honan. Sullivan up the left-hand side. Pulls back a little time and space, looks for that center pass right up front. Backhander loose up front, cleared out there by Austin. Quick shot, blocker saves Smith. Graham will send it around the boards, far side. Prather will go over. Griffins hold it in, goes right to Honan. Honan loses a twig. Now loose puck comes right up front. Quick shot deflected off of Graham. Now it'll come over near side. That's Brown and Ritchie working it over in the corner. Austin comes in. Brown giving some checks. No arm in the air. Now Brown will come away with the puck. Down goes Brown. Prather comes out and cleans everybody out. Loose puck. They're letting them play today. Cross ice D to D over to Sullivan. Sullivan will backhand it down in the corner. 35 seconds. Loose puck goes to Austin. Austin right out to Honan. Honan will send one right towards Sullivan. They'll stop that one. They'll cover it up, blow it dead. 25 seconds remaining in the first. Face off in the Griffin zone. Going Smith, Chikini check in, Kassler and Ullery. One over to Smith, quick shot, blocked up front by the Griffins. Now to go behind the net, that's Chikini, popped up in the air. Smith will work after it. Sullivan's over there, and out comes away to Goins. Goins will backhand it, try to cycle it down low. Grabbed by Chikini behind the net, 8 seconds remaining, loose puck. Now the Griffins come away with his table, up the left-hand side. 2-1. And that's the end of the period. Doesn't get a shot off as he was looking for that backdoor entry, but timer ran out. And after one, no score. Quarterfinal game number one. Number 4 seed Knights versus number 5 seed Griffins from St. Joe. Hands reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, sing with me. All right, end of first intermission. Smith will head off to the right, Sullivan off to the left. No score. Neal will check in along with Dunlap and Zwellenberg. Neal to the left, Dunlap right, Zwellenberg center. Graham and Brown on the defense. No score, second period. Face-off won by the Griffins. They'll bring it into the Knight zone, deflected off of the side of Graham. Graham will send it up the boards. This will be Neal up the left-hand side. Touches it up to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will go wide left. Got Dunlap off to the right. Down in the corner, tries to center it up front. Right to Brown, shoots wide of the net. Neal with a nice back check. Gets the puck. Now it comes over to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will dump it down deep, back behind the net. Dunlap will chase after it. Gets to it on the near walls, down in the corner. And popped up into the netting. They'll blow that one dead. Brown not happy, felt he had that backside of the net wide open and missed it. Griffins will change everything up. Knights will leave everybody out there. Zwellenberg wins it up to Brown. He'll backhand it over near side. Graham was retreating. Griffins get it. Now they'll backhand it into the night zone. Far side, down into the corner. Pressured by Brown. Pinned up against the boards. Puck is loose. See it there. Now poked at by Dunlap. He's working it. Trickles out. Comes to Zwellenberg behind the net. Chips it up the board. Grabs it himself. And up the left-hand side goes Zwellenberg. Now he'll peel far wide left. Brings it in. Backhander. Saved by Sullivan. Comes right to Brown. Brown will send one. Deflected right up front to Sullivan. Neal with a backhander. Rebound. Sullivan shoots and scores! Kansas City goal. Number 97, Henry Zwellenberg, from number 71, Chase Neal, and 53, Caleb Brown. Working on my stats. Sorry, boys. All right, face-off comes out to Drill in the neutral zone. He'll bring it D to D over to Mo. Mo will chip it up the boards. That's ahead of Smith. Now poked away. Now finally got control of the puck over here. This will be the Griffins chipping it up the board. Mo with a big body check. And that's going to be a penalty on Mo, as that was a late check. Griffins will go to the power play. Puck was well gone when Mo gave that body check, and the Griffins will go to their second power play of the game. Face-off will be in the night zone. Goins and Smith in here, Brown and Drill. 2 minutes for roughing. Ritchie and Goins battling for it. Trickles out, comes high up to Bauer. Bauer will send one, tip by Smith. Goes right to Brown. Brown will try to clear it. He will get it cleared all the way down into the Griffin zone. Sullivan will touch this one up. Smith will put the forecheck on like he normally does and gets the steal. Oh, and now we got some extracurriculars going on over here. Goins will get one. Sullivan will get one. The refs are going to talk this over. What's up, Jaden? Little delay here. Griffins are wanting a major misconduct for ripping a player's helmet off. Little scuffle down along the walls. Player did come up without his helmet, but who knows how it actually happened. So they're going to give offsettings. So we should skate a 5-on-4 remaining power play for the Griffins. Face-off will be down in the Griffin zone. So we got Dunlap, Zwellenberg, Drill and Brown in there. 5-on-4 skate. Power play for the Griffins. Face off one off to the near corner. Now backhanded behind the net. Grabbed by Dunlap. Right up to Zwellenberg. Couldn't handle that one. Loose puck still there. Right there under the feet of Zwellenberg. Dunlap battling for it. Sends it backhander down low. Grabbed by the Griffins. Wrapped around the boards up the near side. Out into neutral. Popped up in the air. Now Tabor will bring it in. Takes a shot. Bounces it right off of Brown. Zwellenberg will get the clear. Out to neutral ice. Grabbed by the Griffins. This is Bauer. Now backhanded down into the night zone. Right towards Smith. He'll kick it off over to Drill. Drill will slap it hard off the boards. Griffins hold it in. Sends another one. Deflected by Brown. Now Brown will clear it. That'll go right to Sullivan. He'll block that one with his stick. Now leaves it for Tabor. Up the left-hand side. Dunlap will give chase. Loses the puck up front. Poked away momentarily by Brown. Now check down into the corner. This will be Drill. Grabbing it around the backside of the net. 35 seconds remaining. Clearing pass doesn't get out. Still held in. Ritchie will hold it up against the boards. Loose puck. Grabbed by the Griffins. Down into the corner. Back behind the net. 20 seconds remaining on the Griffins power play. Cleared up to Tabor up near side. He'll cross it ice over to Tucker Ritchie. Off into the corner. Saved by Smith. Loose up front. Now kicked by Brown. Poked away there by Drill. Now Zwellenberg takes a big body check. Comes right to Drill. And Smith coming off the bench runs right into Drills. He had a chance to grab that puck. Now look out. Here comes Tabor. Fast up the right-hand side. Zwellenberg will send him right. Takes him wide deep. Bounces one off of Smith. Now cleared out towards the blue line. Tabor will hold this one in as he races around. Grabs it off to the forehand. Backhands it up high to Bauer. Takes a shot way wide of the net. Goes off to the far side. Held in right at the blue line. Smith can't get it cleared. Now dumped down into the corner by the Griffins. This will be grabbed by Brown. He'll cycle it up the wall. Can't get it to Chikini. Now Chikini will race behind the net. Chips it up the glass. Out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by the Griffins. Cross ice pass by the Griffins. Deflected by Zwellenberg. That pass comes right to Brown. That comes right to Honan. Honan will take a shot just wide of the net as it goes past Sullivan. Grabbed by the Griffins. Chipped off the board and they'll bring it up to near side. Ritchie has to put on the brakes to stay onside. Now cleared back by the Knights. Comes back to Danbury, now stolen by Chikini. Off to the far wall. Sent up the boards, knocked down by the Griffins. Now the pullback got control of the puck up the right-hand side. Melbourne will bring it down into the corner, protecting the puck. Tries to center it, pinched and grabbed by Drill in the corner of the net. 7:35 remaining. Drill will backhand it over into the near corner. He'll get a body check as he can't get it cleared. Kicks it around the back of the net. Some kind of debris laying there on the ice. I don't know what that is. Over to Chikini. Chikini whiffs on the clearing pass. Now will send it near side. The only one over here is the Griffins. They'll backhand it down into the night zone. This will be grabbed by Graham. Graham will chip it ahead up to Honan. Honan out in the neutral zone. Right to Smith, but can't get a hold of the puck. Here comes Melbourne the other way, up the left-hand side, around Honan. Down into the corner, blocked by Honan. Grabbed by Melbourne behind the net. Up the near wall, they try to bounce one. That's grabbed by Zwellenberg momentarily. Or Austin. Now Melbourne will dump it into the night zone, back behind the net. This will be Graham grabbing this one, 6:38. Sends it up near side, past Austin. This is going to be an icing. And they'll blow a dead face-off in the night zone. 6:30 remaining in the second, 1-0 Knights. Neal, Dunlap, Zwellenberg will check in on the forward line. Moe and Ullery on the defense. Face off now, grabbed by Neal, poked away by Broner. Dumped down behind the net, grabbed by Moe. He'll chip it off the boards, trying to get it to Dunlap. Held in by Bauer, right at the blue line. Backhands it, hits Zwellenberg. He'll try to get it cleared up to Dunlap. Dunlap will backhand it, arms in the air. He'll race after the puck, and they're going to get an icing. Face off will come back to the Knight zone. 6:11 remaining in the second, 1-0. Tabor will step in at center for the Griffins. Zwellenberg over there for the Knights. Zwellenberg wins it down into the corner. Grabbed by Moe. He'll wheel around the backside of the net. Pulls back, loses the puck. Neal will come over and grab it, and he'll dump it down to Zwellenberg. Tip down into the corner. This will be Bauer wrapping around the back of the net. Held in by Dunlap right up front. Kicked over by Sullivan. Comes right to Moe. Moe will send one. Sullivan with another save. Jumps on top of it. Blown dead. Face off in the Griffin zone. Griffins will switch it up. Knights will leave it out there the same with Dunlap, Zwellenberg, Neal, Ullery, and Morrison. Face-off comes to Neal. He'll send one up front. Now cleared out by the Griffins, right to Ullery. Ullery will take a shot, slaps it off of Ritchie. Kicked away by Smith. Over far side, Neal can't get it cleared. Deflects one off of Morrison. Now this will be grabbed by Zwellenberg. Wraps it around the walls near side. Bauer will step up. He'll dump it down low. Body check by Neal. He lost that one. Clearing pass bounces off the ref. Grabbed by Tucker Ritchie. Down into the corner. Centers it up front. Comes right up to Bauer. Now it's blocked over by Ullery. Neal will cross eyes. Bounce it off the wall. Trying to get it to Dunlap. Ritchie will grab this one. Brings it in for the Griffins. Poked away by Moe. Now it comes right to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg up the left. Neal's trailing. Zwellenberg will dump it. Bounces it off the wall. Comes right up towards Sullivan. Zwellenberg will grab it behind the net. Centers it up front. Nobody there. Neal comes across. Or that's Smith. Smith will come across. Now he'll try to center it up high to Morrison. Past his feet. Out comes Larson as he's finally come out of the penalty box. And an icing by the Griffins. 4:24 remaining in the second. 1-0 Knights. Face off in the St. Joe zone. Larson, Chikini, Smith in there on the forwards. Graham and Brown on the defense. Face off, tied up, bouncing around under everybody's feet. Now the Griffins finally get control of it. Brown with the stick lift. Loose puck. Graham will get this one over to Larson. Larson will come in. Up the middle, poked away by the Griffins. Smith with a body check. Griffins lose the puck. Now Larson will dump it into the Griffin zone. Sent back out to neutral ice, right to Graham. Graham will dump it back into the Griffin zone. This will be grabbed by the Griffins near corner, chipped up the wall, out into the neutral zone, all the way down. Rolls right towards Smith. Smith will clear it off into the corner. Cleared out in the neutral zone by the Knights. Dumped back down into the Knight zone. Oh. Almost had an opportunity for a breakout, but missed on the puck where the Griffins now cleared around the backside of the net. Over to the near side up against the walls. Graham tries to hold it in, misses on that as him and Larson were both battling for the puck. Now Brown will backhand it over near side to Graham. Kicked out front by the Griffins off to the far side. This is Brown. Brown will sauce it up the boards, cleared out in the neutral zone. Now we got a delayed offsides, and we will get an offsides as the Griffins touch it up. Face-off will come back out to neutral ice. 2:59 remaining in the second. 1-0 Knights. Austin, Honan, and Prather. Prather finally found his black jersey, I guess. Morrison and Drill on the defense. Face-off grab by Tabor right up front. Tied up by Prather momentarily. Controls the puck right side. Looks to center it up front. Bounces one off Honan's stick. Can't get it cleared. Now a quick shot. That's deflected by Austin. Goes off into the corner. Grab by Drill. Drill will come up the right-hand side. Poke check by the Griffins. Hold it in. Right up front to Tabor. Poked away by Morrison. Now he'll bring it up high on D. Whiffs on the wrister. Now deflected by Morrison. He'll try to cross ice over near side. Slap back down into the night zone by the Griffins. This will come to Mo. Morrison up the left-hand side. Takes it into the Griffin zone. Round the D. Now tied up down in the corner. Loose puck right up front. Backhander by Austin goes wide of the net. Grabbed by Prather. He'll chip it up the boards, trying to get it to Drill, but this is going to be stolen by the Griffins. Now popped out into the neutral zone. This is Drill right at the red line. Sends it into the Griffin zone. Prather holds it in, dumps it down low. 1:50 remaining in the second. Wrapped around the boards over towards Honan. Brings it up high to Morrison. Quick shot. Sullivan with a rebound. Save, shoots, and scores! Kansas City goal, number 15, Susie Honan. From 97 87 Austin. And with 1:38 remaining in the second, Knights lead 2-0. Honan with her third goal of the season. Face-off comes to Morrison. Now loose up front, dumped down into the night zone. Grabbed by Morrison, chips it off the boards out in front of Zwellenberg. Griffins hold it in, now it popped up. Grabbed by Drill, 1:18 remaining in the period. Tucker Ritchie holds it in, poked away by Drill, cleared up the boards. Held in by the Griffins. This is Ritchie once again, right under his feet. Now kicks it off to the right. Shot off the side of the net. Now grabbed by Drill. Drill will kick it up ahead to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg quickly up to Neal. Neal will come around with a backhand. Shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 71, Chase Neal. From 97, Henry Zwellenberg. And with 52 seconds remaining in the second, Knights now lead 3-0. Larson, Smith, Chikini, Graham, and Brown. Face-off won by the Griffins. Pressured by Smith. Kicked down into the Griffin zone. Comes right to Larson. Larson to his right, to his forehand. Peels back around, a little time and space. Being pressured. Now dump it down low. Kicked out by the Griffins. Foot race for the puck. This will come to Graham. Graham will backhand it. This will be grabbed by Tabor. Look out, he's got speed. Right to the middle. Comes to his forehand. Loses the puck over near side. Now backhanded around Smith. Graham will send it back this way. Up the near side. Griffins hold it back in. Now it'll come to Brown. Pressured back behind the net. Brown will grab it. 15 seconds remaining. Brown peels back around, looking for the cross-ice pass right off Smith's stick. Now touched by Larson. 7 seconds. Oh, I had a chance, but loses the puck. Comes right to Chikini. Quick shot. Glove save by Sullivan. That would have been well high of the net anyways. That big old paw was reaching way over the top of the crossbar. 1 second remaining. Quick face-off right here in the Griffin zone. Let's see if Larson can maybe get a shot straight off the drop. tries at it, kicked off to the side, and that's the end of 2. We'll head to the 3rd with the Knights leading 3-0. Reminder, JV2 action 5:30. They will take on the Saints from Kansas City in a 9-8. And then Wichita awaits the winner of that one tonight at 9 o'clock. Goins and Sullivan head back in. They must have both got misconducts. That should be ending here pretty quick. Probably be eligible to come out next whistle. Varsity action tonight, 7:30, as they will take on the Saints from Kansas City. Neal, Zwellenberg, Dunlap, Graham, and Brown. Face-off grab by Tabor. Look out, he's got speed. Up the right-hand side. Brings it in, takes a shot. That's deflected. Now Smith will send it back down lower. Grabbed by Zwellenberg as he came down from his center spot. Tries to leave it for Neal, but wasn't ready for that. Now centered up front. That'll come to Dunlap. Finally cleared out in the neutral zone. Neal will chase after. Griffins get to it. Pressured by Dunlap. Pops out right to Neal. Neal will try to backhand it. Bounces off Tabor right to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg comes in. Shot deflected up front by the Griffins. Carter Graham shoots one. That's deflected by the Griffins up front, too. Popped up high in the air. Richie and Neal go at it up against the boards. A couple of Northland lacrosse players. They'll be talking about that one at practice next week. Can't really see what's going on down there. Now it pops up. This will come to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will send it over to near side to Dunlap. Grab by Tabor. Tabor will wheel up the right-hand side. Looks for a cross-ice pass. Deflected by Neal. Comes over near side. Now he'll kick it over to Richie. Richie will bring it in. Around Dunlap. Right to the front. Saved by Smith. Kicked off into the corner. Grabbed by the Griffins. They'll bring it up high. Quick shot wide of the net. Goes off to the far corner. This will be Graham. Pass to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will dump it. We're going to get an icing on this one. And that'll bring Sullivan and Goins out of the box as their 2 misconducts are over. Face-off will come back to the Knight zone. Austin, Prather, and Honan in here on this, along with Morrison and Drill on the defense. 11:25 remain in the game. 3-0 Knights. Face-off comes to Prather. Loses that one. Now the Griffins will dump it back behind the net. Off to the far right. Quick shot. Right into the glove of Smith. They'll blow that one dead. We'll face it off in the Knight zone once again. Knights will switch up their line. This will bring in Goins, Larson, and Smith. Kassler and Olery on the defense. Face-off comes right up high to McInnes. Whiffs on the one-timer. Over to Danbury. He'll backhand it down low. Centered up front. Blocked away by Smith. Smith will grab this one. Now loses it up front. Right to Goins. Knights got a 3-on-2. Goins with a shot right over the top of Sullivan. Over to Larson. Larson will grab this one. He'll take a shot. Sullivan with a save. Goes off into the corner. Bounces out. Kassler will hold this one right at the blue line. Backhands it down deep into the Griffin zone. Grabbed by Larson right to Smith. Smith can't get a shot off as he got tied up by one of the Griffins. Now it'll trickle out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Kassler. And we're going to get an offsides. Griffins will change it up. Face-off will come out here to center ice. Now the Knights will change it up. Austin, Prather, and Honan back in there. Drill and Morrison on the defense. Face-off kick down into the Knight zone. This will be Morrison. Looks over his shoulder. Now looking, being pressured. Sends it up the boards. Bounces it off Prather into the neutral zone. Now Honan working it up against the far boards. Can almost see her between those big two trees that she was pinched against between the St. Joe. Now Austin bounces a pass off of the St. Joe player down in the Griffin zone. There's Prather. Loose puck grabbed by Wilson. Trickles off right to Drill. He'll take a shot. Sullivan with a save. Kicked off into the near corner. Grabbed by Broner from the Griffins. Backhands it behind the net over to the far side to Bauer. Bauer will kick it up the boards. Morrison will fall down, loses it. Here come the Griffins up the right. Nice back check by Honan. She'll get the puck, bounces it back into the neutral zone. Kick down in by Broner all the way down into Smith. He'll have to kick it off the side, grabbed by Morrison. Now Morrison will sling it off the boards over near side. Austin will kick it up ahead. This is Honan. Honan will skate in. Back check, nice job by Bauer as he kept that shot from going off. Now it goes off into the corner. This is Prather. Prather will kick it around the back of the net. Brings it up high to Drill. Drill will pull back towards the middle. Has his shot blocked. Saved by Sullivan. Rebound, shoots, scores! Kansas City goal, number 87, Ethan Austin. On the backhander. That's his first goal of the season, and the Knights lead 4-0 with 8:55 remaining in the game. Dunlap, Neal, Chikini. Face-off comes to Kassler. Kassler tries to get it to Neal, but he was right next to him. Bounces it right off of Neal. Now sent into the Griffin zone. They'll go D to D. Now chips it up the middle. This is grabbed by Tabor. He'll bring it in the right. Takes it wide of Ullery. Centers it up front. Covered up by Smith. They'll blow a dead face-off in the Knight zone. Drill and Honan got credit for assists on that. I'll get them marked off once we get a stoppage here. Face-off one by the Griffins. Deflected by Dunlap as he was chasing off. It goes grabbed by Kassler. Can't get it cleared up the boards. Now comes to Chikini. Chikini will bring it up the left. He's got Neal coming to the right. Loses the puck. Poke checked away by Tabor. Now here come the Griffins up the left-hand side. Foot raised for the puck. Ullery will get there. Lifts a stick. Loose puck. Grabbed by Ullery. He'll bring it around the back of the net. Actually, yep, that's Ullery. Pops out. That'll come right to Chikini. Chikini up the left. Squeezed up against the boards. Loses that puck. Cleared by the Griffins. Arms in the air, but they're going to wave this one off. Right to Ullery. Pressured by the Griffins. He'll backhand it. That comes to Neal. Neal will cross ice over near side to Kassler. Kassler kicks it right up the boards, right back to Neal. Neal will skate it in. Now goes off into the corner. This will be Tabor putting pressure on Neal. He'll swipe that puck right up from underneath the stick. Tabor around the net, up the right. Right up the middle. Goes around everybody. Poked away there by Kassler as he goes down. Now pressured by Prather. Nice poke check. Prather grabs the puck. Now he'll lose it. Bauer kicks it off into the corner. This will be grabbed by the Griffins. Prather goes for the big check. Right up the boards to Drill. Drill will send one broken up down front. Sullivan with the save. Shoots and scores! Susie Honan gets the rebound. That's her second goal of the game. 7:10 remaining in the game. Atta girl, Susie. Five nothing Knights, 7:10 remaining. Susie 1 goal away from that hat trick. Let's see if we can get it for her. Griffins with the face-off win. Now loose puck up against the boards. Griffins come away with it, dump it down wide of the net, off into the near corner. Griffins grab that one. That's deflected. Grabbed by Honan. She'll chip it over far side. Chase after the puck. Loose. Now grabbed by Austin. Austin will bring it in right. Susie stayed up and poked away. They're going to call offsides. Face-off neutral ice. 6:44 remain in the game. 5-0 Knights. Chikini will come into the right. Neal goes off left. Goins to center. Graham and Drill. Face-off went ahead by Goins. Over to Neal. Neal will skate in. Backhander wide of the net. Oh, Chikini gets laid out up front. Chikini was going for it. Sullivan was going for it. A lot of body contact there. Right into the brothers Sullivan. Net came off. They'll blow it dead. Face-off will be in the Griffin zones. Chikini goes off to the bench. Oh, he broke his twig. Oh, man, that was... All right, Dad, time to buy another one. At least it looked like he was looking for another stick. Austin will come in to replace him. Neal and Goins stays out there. Tucker Ritchie grabs this one for the Griffins. Now chipped up the boards. Drill tries to hold it in. That'll be delayed off sides. Goins waits for everybody to cross the blue line, then takes it in. Now grabbed by Sullivan. He'll peel back for time and space in the corner, but Austin's right there. Gets the steal, loads it down low. This will be Broner back around the backside of the net, backhanded up along the boards. Goins comes across, pokes at it. Neal will get it. Now he'll dump it down into the corner. Wrapped around the boards. This will come up high to Drill. And, oh, we got a player down. I didn't see that. For the Griffins, they'll touch it up. Everybody blows it dead. Taking his glove off, so it looks like maybe it's something with his arm or hand. Coach is over there checking him out. We won't put the camera on it. And they gave a misconduct. I think that's on Neal. So he heads off to the locker room. Ooh, 5-minute major. Last I remember him, he backhanded it down low and never saw anything as I followed the puck. So I don't know what happened there. 5:59 remaining in the game. Zwellenberg serving that 5 minutes. Neal's out the rest of the game. Probably a game misconduct, so he might miss tomorrow's semifinal too. Face-off grab by Graham. Graham will chip it way down into the Griffin zone. Grab by the Griffins up the right-hand side. They'll peel off to the left. to the backhand. Dumps it down in the corner past Drill. Grabbed by Tucker Ritchie. Nice back check. Lifts a stick by Honan. Keeps that shot from getting off. Now quick shot wide left of the net. Now Smith will jump on top of it. They'll blow it dead. Face-off will be in the night zone with 5:15 running clock. Olery and Kassler, Chikini and Goins. Face-off goes back behind the net. Grabbed by Olery. He'll sling it out in the neutral zone. Grabbed by Sullivan for the Griffins. Around Goins. Brings it in left-hand side. Takes it around Kassler. Comes in, takes the shot, goes wide of the net. Wrapped around the boards. Held in by Tabor. Dumps it back down towards Sullivan. Olery will get there first. Tries to clear it. Tabor will hold it in at the blue line. Now they'll come over near side towards Ritchie. Ritchie will leave it up high for McInnes. Now back down towards Ritchie. Centered up front. Goins gets it tied up, gets the steal, kicks it out in the neutral zone. This will come down into the Griffin zone. Sullivan will touch it to Tabor. Tabor will bring it near side back over to Tucker Ritchie. Pulls back around Kassler to the middle. Takes a shot deflected by Olery. Goes wide of the net. Popped out, goes far side. That's Tabor over there. He'll take a shot, deflected by Chikini. Tabor holds it in, backhands it, now kicked out into the neutral zone by Kassler. Griffins will have to get onside. They'll bring it in right to Danbury. Danbury off the left. Backhand to drop puck. Skates in Ritchie, takes a shot. And that's blown dead. Face-off will be in the night zone. Running clock, 3:10 remaining in the game. Face off up the near boards. Knight's trying to get it cleared. Honan's over there. Trickles out, comes to Austin. Austin will backhand it out in the neutral zone. Clark will come back, grab it for the Griffins. They'll cross ice, bounces it off the boards. Goes right to Graham. Graham will send it down into the Griffin zone. 2:20 remaining in the game. Up the left-hand side, here comes the Griffin. This is Broner. Broner will send it into the night zone. Bounce it off the corner. That'll be Graham. He'll get it cleared. Past Clark. Austin will race for it. Lifts the stick. Can't get that stick lifted on big old Clark. Clark will send it back in towards Graham. Graham will dump it right to Sullivan. Kicks it off the side. Grabbed by Danbury behind the net. 1:55 remaining in the game. 5-0 Knights. Round everybody takes a shot. Saved by Smith. Clark will hold it in, sends it down low. This will be Graham. They'll send it off the boards. Clark holds it in for the Griffins once again. Now chipped by Austin. That'll go past Clark into the neutral zone. Grabbed by the Griffins. Cross ice pass goes right to Graham. Graham will send it back into the Griffin zone. 1:25 remaining in the game. Up the left-hand side will come Danbury. Pulls back towards the middle. Squeezed by Drill. That comes right to Austin. Austin will get it back out into the neutral zone. This will be grabbed by the Griffins with 1:07 remaining. Cross ice over to Bauer. Stolen by Prather. Now cleared by the Knights, and that's going to be an icing, as that was the end of the power play for the Griffins. Running clock. Face-off will come back into the night zone. We'll get a not much time here, as there's only 40 seconds remaining. Big question was on that penalty. Was it just a misconduct or a game misconduct? And we'll need to be able to play tomorrow in the semifinals. Cleared by Prather. All the way down to Sullivan. 25 seconds remaining. He'll touch it to Conroy. Up the right-hand side. Into the night zone. Now grabbed by Ullery. Chips it off the boards. Griffins hold it in. Ullery will backhand it around the net. Final 10 seconds. And that'll be the end of the game. Knights will advance on to the semifinals with a 5-0 shutout of the Griffins. And they'll await the winner of Wichita and either the Saints or the JV2 team, whichever happens to win that one at 5:30, and then the quarterfinal game at 9 tonight. So we'll let you know what's going on with the schedule. Next game up, JV2 at 5:30. And then the varsity will have action tonight at 7:30 in their quarterfinal game. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.